are addicted to hours of gazing at electronic images on game screens and arcades and in their own homes. What makes video games so popular? Well, we search for an answer as we begin a special series on Video Fever, games people play.
Part of the fascination is the way the games are designed. Part of it is the sound.
I like the details on it. There's good details on the games.
Electronics is changing so rapidly. With each change in electronics, it brings something new. So this is not a passing fad. It's a very tough dollar. It's getting tougher. It's not easy. We all want that same buck.
Video games, in a sense, are addictive. Not like drugs, more like the need to jog.
Peer relationships, a source of self-esteem, enjoyment in life, are wrapped up in video games, just as they might be in bowling, running with your cronies with whom you run every Sunday or something of the sort. I have not met anybody who can't go through the day in withdrawal from video games.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today we have a really cool matchup against the good old, everyone knows the name, Phantom and Swiftmanslayer again, just like last night. And this is going to be a really fun match. This is for Rush Esports. This is still round 1. And we have map selections going underway. These guys have been waiting patiently. Let's see what we can get. I think in this particular tournament, each player gets to choose their map up front. Let's see here. We've got Awoken. And the first map, I think, is DM6. Blood Covenant, as everyone calls it in Quake Champions. Again, some of these maps do follow through from one game to the next in this series. Just getting some different names and cosmetic upgrades. We all know this game from Quake 3 and Quake Live as Campgrounds. And I think I'll never let that go. This is going to be a really rad matchup. I don't think I may have cast one Phantom match so far, but I haven't had the pleasure of sitting down and watching his matches lately, so it's going to be really cool to watch. And I'm pretty sure you guys are pretty amped to check this out. Getting some ranges and visors, and getting the two different ones are Slash and Galena. Slash with a really fast movement and crouch sliding, and Galena with her totems as her ultimate ability. And now that I think about it, I am not too certain what her passive ability is. Maybe someone in chat can remind me. It's not coming to hand. I remember back in the day, this used to be one of the maps I used to see Phantom playing a lot, and it was just everything about. If you guys have ever watched any of his old tournament games, you'll know that it's seriously great mechanics and aim and outwitting opponents. It's fantastic. We're going to be starting on Phantom's POV, him starting on the Mega Health side of the map, both picking up the large items and probably just going to go get some weapons. Them spotting each other for the first time in the game and just no one committing. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been kicked out the game. I'm really sorry. That I think that might just be the server, but I'm not sure if everyone's been kicked out. We'll find out in a moment. Like I said to the players in the chat there, at least all of us got kicked at the same time. That would have been really disorganized and messy to piece back together in a short amount of time. Players going through their picks again. I'm pretty sure they're going to pick the same characters, which should make it a little faster. Again, if anyone in the chat can remind me what Galeena's passive ability is, that would be great. Yeah, man, I don't know. I think with the influx of people, maybe their servers are just falling over, which is actually a good thing. It probably means that they're just going to upscale, and maybe it'll be better for everyone in the end, having a crapload of redundancy. Maybe our servers won't go down altogether at one time in the future. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, well, we got a pro stream right here. We got Phantom vs Swiftmanslayer starting for the second time. Going to be starting again from Phantom's POV. Again, both sides of the same sides of the map as last time. Probably going to have the same... No, Phantom's switching it up a little bit, not going for that railgun. As I can see that was quite a predictable line of movement in the last match.
Death is the only release. I will not grant you that privilege.
Thank you very much, Crazy, for that update. So it turns out passive ability for Galeena depletes 5% of her cooldown for her ultimate when she picks up health vials. Really good to know. Okay, so these guys not really committed to any fights, both just keeping their items, seem to be staying on their sides of the map. Phantom utilizing his totems. Oh, this is going to be very painful. I saw that whole situation unfolding as soon as he put his foot in that gap. Phantom getting all the rockets and taking Swiftmanslayer one champion down. Phantom not really caring too much about rushing in there against the rockets. I think he just felt really comfortable, and I think maybe if he asserts himself quite a lot, I find that his name just puts that little bit of fear already in a lot of people's heads, and if he just appears, it's he's already won like a quarter of the battle. Phantom using his totems to heal up a bit. He's going to have the mega health here as well, so increasing his stat substantially, getting the upper ground against Swiftmanslayer, and having a bit of a cheeky rail battle between the two of them, both whipping out the shaft. Great idea from both of them. Unfortunately, Swift can't handle the shaft right now. Phantom having the bigger stack and just taking him down. Two champions needing one more to tie the round up. I should rephrase that, closing the round up, because tying can confuse with equaling it. Phantom getting all his rails, jumping around here and there. Yeah, to be honest, from what I can see, it is a case of a really high skilled player playing more or less a middle tier player, and I can already see some things that Phantom's doing that he probably wouldn't be doing against the likes of Chase, which is absolutely fine. You can take the games as seriously as you want, but I think the later down this tournament that we go, we're gonna see a lot more of the tournament Phantom coming out and just playing that professional level game that we love seeing. Again, not taking away from this game, but as you guys can see, wow, that Gib looks fantastic. Phantom taking his Swiftmanslayer slash down, slowing his pace down considerably with the visor, but getting the upper hand with the wall hacks. Maybe that's what he needs against a player like Phantom. Just getting those time capsules, replenishing his visor, just getting a bit of a leg up in every situation. Phantom getting around the map really quickly with his rocket launcher, trying to get control of both these items, trying to starve Swiftmanslayer out of any control that he could possibly pick up, and just try and dominate his opponents. But Swift not going down too easily. He's liking this tri-bolt. I see a lot of people, including myself, using the tri-bolt now since some of the changes. And it's something new that people are having to actually get with to dodge. We've all gotten used to the tri-bolt as it was for many months. And suddenly it's become more of a mid-range air explosion, if you can imagine, like an anti-air explosion. And it's... you gotta dodge it, it doesn't even hit the ground. Phantom getting the position on Swiftmanslayer, and Slayer getting trapped on the jump pad. Very vulnerable, and losing one more champion, giving him the range, and Phantom's actually on full tilt here with his totems. As you can see, they've got a bit of an extra damage boost now. I see one of them's been taken down, breaking down the grouping there. But it's really nice to have those little pit stops around the map, that between other health files you can pick up some extra, and it's seriously just so much advantage. There goes another one around the corner. Swiftmanslayer waiting for that armor, getting it up, managing to take it out of Phantom's stack, getting a bit of a misdirection there with the portal, managing to escape very quickly, taking a rail to the face, and Swift trying to get some more control. I think he should be really happy with the armor that he's just taken, and probably not worry too much with that mega, but all said and done, he was there. And Phantom taking the next round. Can Swift try and claw his way back? Maybe slowing the pace down a little bit more, maybe hiding it, being a bit sneaky. We're going to go over to Swift's POV just for the first little bit, just to see how he deals with this kind of pressure. Is he going to try and play his normal aggressive game? Is he going to try and turtle up and be very defensive? Swift catching wind. Phantom catching wind of Swift's skates. and doing a little bit of a preemptive strike on that door. Just securing the Mega for himself, winning the shaft battle on the other side of the map and claiming both items. Swift's in a pretty dangerous position right now, and I don't think he should be confronting Phantom too much in those circumstances. Really, the stacks are different, and I think Phantom may have just had a nicer position. Trying to eliminate, he's found 2 of the totems, which is great for Swift, as he's not going to have to worry too much about those, but I'm pretty sure as soon as he takes one down, another one's going to come up. Ooh, Phantom just missing that rail. Let's swap over to Phantom's POV. He just has to touch Swift, and he's goners. Swift on the last round, 2 champions down. Phantom just realizing on the last moment that he was on his left, waiting, camping, and getting the combo kill. Taking Swift down again, taking a 3-0 Blood Covenant to Phantom. Well played, Phantom. Very nice game, guys. We're going to be going into the next map shortly. I'm not sure if the players have voted for the second map yet, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be underway really shortly. That was a great match to watch. Phantom, okay, the match is a bit unbalanced, but I think that's just how the seedings worked for this tournament. The seedings were random, so none of our previous games really go into account. So unfortunately for some, they're going to be getting some really hard opponents first. And that's unfortunately just the way it went in this tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, we will get a second map ready shortly. As far as I understand, Phantom is the lobby leader, not myself. Okay, cool. Yes, we're ready. So, once Phantom... I see, second map is Awoken. This is going to be interesting. This is, as you guys all know, and if any of you were watching last night, this is the newest map in the map pool. Not a lot of people have played it too much. I've forced myself to play it, whether it's deathmatch or anything, just so that I can get familiar with all the nooks and crannies and hiding spots and angles and that sort of thing. It is a really fun map to play. It can be really quick. If you're using Slash like Swift likes to, you can get from one side to the other in probably under 3 seconds. It's seriously, it's got some nice lines, and there is one danger there. For the perimeter of the map, most of it doesn't have any walls. So if you get popped out, you pop yourself out, you misjump a ledge, double jump and fly out, you one champion down. And that's just one of the pitfalls of this map. Otherwise, really, really nice. Guys, apparently the Joburg server isn't available right. Okay, well I have it, but they will get it really shortly. We've been having an issue with the servers. I'm sure all of you probably know that they just seem to pop out of existence and suddenly pop back in as they fall over and die and get resurrected. They're never gone for too long, but then sometimes there can be a queue if you haven't actually logged in. And yeah, but you know, again, it's actually just a bit of a teething issue with a lot of new players, seeing that we had this whole free-to-play week, free to download, and it's going to be really good. Our player base locally has increased substantially by the looks of it, and it's really, really great. Like, we can actually search games now, and we'll get something, and it may get filled with 1 or 2 bots, which is also a new addition. So things are looking up. Short of having replays, I think we're getting a lot of the stuff that we've asked for. So not too much to complain about, except the intermittency with the servers. As you can see, there's a lot of water on this map on the bottom floor, which if you're using decent headphones, if you've got some, good sound, it gives away a lot of position, especially the fact that you've got to wait for the heavy armor, around that area, and the heavy armor's in the water. So as soon as you drop, sure, you'll pick up the pickup sound, but there's a lot of water, footsteps, and you've got to be a little bit more cautious on this map. Alright. Going to be starting on Swiftmanslayer's POV here, as he's going to be able to pick up the shaft and the mega health, giving him a fairly good stack to start on. Phantom having the large armor, which, if I had to guess, would be the preferable out of the two, seeing that both of these characters start on a fairly decent stack. Swift actually being really I'm actually enjoying the fact that he's being really cautious. Oh, that was almost a rail. One thing, I wouldn't hold that railgun out too much, because it really just throws away your hiding. Phantom coming in with the ulti, with the dual wielding of the shaft and double lightning gun, I think is probably the worst thing you could come across. One of the worst things you can come across in this match. And Phantom getting a quick conversion right off the spawn there. Not wasting any time to take him down. This round is probably almost finished. Getting another rail in. Getting him trapped more or less above the heavy armor. Can Swift make an exit? He manages to escape. Getting some health and guns and smaller armors along the way. He's gonna probably have to camp this out unless he knows the time for that mega. But the mega was just picked up by Phantom and heading back to that larger armor area. No, camping the mega health, waiting for Swift. You can hear BJ's footsteps above. Outcoming the double lightning gun. Again, really abusing that ulti. It's seriously OP, especially with the tri-bolt these days. And just getting some upper hand and height advantage on his opponents. Phantom coming down, dropping in, getting really low. Swift almost getting a frag, but getting taken out by Phantom, taking round one.
Prepare to fight. Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Round 2, fight.
Going to be starting on Phantom's POV, starting on the mega side of the map, getting the smaller armor and picking up the shaft. BJ's best friend right now, apparently. Second best friend being the tri-bolt. And finding Swift trying to sneak another small armor in here, laying some totems, but getting them taken out. Both being incredibly quiet. Trying to find their opponent's position, and BJ unfortunately getting 2 rockets to the feet, popping him up and out of control, getting taken out by another. Phantom taking his Galena out, and Swift opting to bring in the Ranger. Try and combat Phantom. Can he get a Dire Orb kill? I think that'll be really effective right now. But Phantom getting the one up on Slayer, not hearing him coming from a back, missing his Dire Orb frag. And Phantom just coming out with both the guns, tearing him in half. And is just going to assume control, getting the major item here and going all the way to the armor. I don't think it matters what Swift does right now. If he goes for this armor, he's not going to live. With Phantom taking round 2. One more round to go for Phantom, unless Swift can whip something out of the bag.
Round begins in.
Unfortunately, he can't whip 2 things out the bag because he didn't choose BJ.
Round 3, fight.
Phantom getting that shaft, getting the mega health, getting the position on the armor, which has just been taken by Swift. Swift taking the sewers rather, but giving away his position with the jump pad. Phantom sniffing him out, finding him with a rocket, getting Galena's totem, and getting taken out by Swift. They both had a rocket battle in the very small corridor, a lot of splash damage. Probably not the best area for big guns. And Swift managing to get a leg up now with 1 frag. I might add that that might be the first frag of the series. Let's hope it's the first of many more. Phantom placing some really nice rockets. Choking off his exit. Getting the pop. Getting the splash. Swift unfortunately going down. Trying to escape. I see I am dropping frames on the stream. I think it's just the weather. I don't know what's going on. It seems to happen quite often when the weather's bad. Although I do have fiber. So, I'm sorry guys, you're gonna have to bear with me. Phantom trying some cool Quake parkour here with the jump pad and nail gun, almost getting the ledge. If he could get that ledge, you get a pop midair. Just stop the match. Phantom getting that mega health. That large armor is going to be popping up any second now. Ranger getting a lot of shaft damage already in. Having the position on Phantom. Orbing down. Trying to rush his opponent. Can Swift gets another frag. One more frag to tie up the round. Can he get the third and take the round? Hasn't got position, but he's got the mega health coming up at any moment. Phantom not landing his rockets. Swift getting a lot of shaft damage in. Phantom solo. He just has to breathe wrong and he's going to die. But opting to just stay out of the way. Pick up some smaller items. And just play cautiously. Getting popped right out of that room. Maybe it was a good thing, giving him a bit of a head start. Not on a really good stack at all right now. Swift sensing the low stack and being aggressive every time he meets up. Like right now, he's going in for the kill. Can Phantom get some splash rockets? Can he play into Phantom's rockets? Still surviving. This mega health coming up in another 15 seconds. It looks like Swift may have some control. Waiting a little out of position for that mega. Getting a bit of a rocket damage there. But Swift pushing him away with the rail. Taking control. And probably he's making his way over to the heavy armor now. Getting both items. Swift has gotten his second rotation, if not his third. And he's actually got better chances to take this right now. Sending in those rockets. Giving Phantom a really small stack. Can he choose? That is a fantastic weapon. He's almost got the kill. Getting the third kill. Taking the round. Swift not going down quietly. Can he take this next round and tie it up? Really well played by Swift.
1 minute warning.
Really nice control.
In 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Going to be starting off the same again, folks. Both large items for both players. And I think Phantom was intending to cut him off. But Swiftmanslayer doing a bit of a roundabout. Can he pop Phantom off the map? No, can't handle the double lightning from BJ. Getting exploded in the corner and getting one champion down. If he can replicate last round, he can make it through this next round and possibly tie it up. Phantom just being cautious, listening out for his opponent, getting all the sound cues, getting a rocket, getting a rail, and getting the second rail, getting him a pretty easy frag. Leaving Swift on the back foot once again. One champion down. I thought Phantom was just going to be aggressive, but he actually just wants to keep the control. He knows that Swift is capable of this control. He knows that if he lets it go, he's probably going to have a hard time and have unnecessary stress. If he just plays like he's supposed to play, it's going to be easy. Oh, and he's trying to get the zoom rail from close. Unfortunately misses it. Very close. And taking the third round, leaving it 3-1 to Phantom. Well done play, guys. Well done, Phantom. And that was a much better match to watch. It was really fantastic from both of you guys, showing a bit of defensive behavior from both of you guys, and your aggression and your control. I think Swift probably playing the best that he's played so far in the tournament, if not the other tournament as well. I'm not sure how many times he's had the pleasure of playing Phantom. But really well played, guys. And again, congratulations to Phantom on beating Swiftmanslayer on the second map, taking it 2-0 in the best of 3. Yeah, guys, I also really enjoyed watching that. Again, we'll see some higher tier play later on in the tournament, maybe like I guess round 2, round 3's on the LAN. So we're going to see a lot more conservative with the aggression. And if you guys follow the Verse Gaming tournament, you'll probably see 1 or 2 matches like that as well with Phantom. And it's really inspiring. It's really great to watch. And he actually pulled out, he tried to pull out some cool parkour at some point, which was really funky. And yeah, it was a pretty fun match to watch. Guys, thank you so much for coming through. If there's any other games you guys need casted again, just contact me. I might be playing a game of my own, given I don't have load shedding at 8 o'clock. Should be against Void. I won't be streaming it myself, but maybe we can get someone in. Otherwise, it's not too important. We can. There's other matches still to come. And otherwise, guys, if I don't see you again this evening, have a great one. And cheers. Thanks for coming through.